Yo, what's up? We're here live for episode 5. Are we on 5 right now?
Yeah, we on 5.
4.
4.
4. See, I'm over here tripping.
Yeah.
Episode 4, Girl Talk, right? So last week we did an episode, Guy Talk, with two of our guys, two of our boys. And now we give the chance to the females to go ahead and not only defend themselves, but maybe even start up something else. So we'll go ahead and let our guest go ahead and introduce themselves. You can go, whoever wants to go first. It don't matter.
My name is Jenny Harouni, born in Lebanon, moved to San Diego at the age of 3, moved back to Lebanon all throughout high school, moved to LA for 3 years, and now I'm back in San Diego for 3 years.
My name is Amy. I'm born and raised in San Diego. I am a San Diego curve server, so if your girl got your body done, she probably got it done by me. There's my little plug. But
Bing bong. Y'all know the deal. It's Yusra. Same shit, different day. Y'all know the intro.
You already know. And I mean, if you guys don't already know, but if you do know, I hope you do at this point. But I'm Ricky. I'm from New York, but I currently do live here in San Diego. So without further ado, before we even get into it, right? So there's only one rule. Be yourself, be authentic, say whatever you need to say. It most likely is going to help somebody understand what they're going through, or just let them know they're not crazy. So earlier I played a song, right? Dilemma by Nelly. And if you listen to the lyrics, Kelly Rowland specifically, who's singing in this song, is saying that no matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, all I think about is you. Right? Did I say that right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Somewhere along them lines.
Do you feel like obviously a female in that position is going to be looked very down upon in society? How do you guys specifically feel about that? And was she okay with saying that? And is that something that's normal?
So basically, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she with her dude, but she thinking about her side nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that okay? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's not okay, but I do it all the time. I mean, like, it is what it is. But I mean, not really. It's not okay. It's never okay. But I mean, it happens. You know, like
for the streets.
Do you feel like it's something that happens though? Like how often do you think that really happens?
How often?
Yeah, not even necessarily like their side dude. Like it could be somebody they haven't even messed with yet, but they just be thinking about them. They see him at the gym or whatever the case may be.
Little infatuation.
I personally don't think it's that often. I feel like maybe there is that someone that she maybe never really got over, felt some type of way for. So, you know, I would say that definitely happened to me before, where I thought of someone being with someone else. But that definitely doesn't make it okay or normal or on a constant rotation.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like when a dude, you see a girl with a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what makes a guy want to look at that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what runs through their head? Are they fantasizing about it? There's levels to it. And my biggest thing
so
is...
you're including fantasizing.
Exactly. Okay. Because that's what it is. It's a fantasy. Because,
Absolutely.
If you really want to break down, Dilemma in that song, we talking about, her being infatuated with somebody else. But let's be realistic. Every time you've ever been infatuated with somebody and you really got to know them or whatever the situation may be, that infatuation runs that shit out.
Right. So that brings up an interesting question then. So is physical appearance just as important as their personality?
I definitely think it is important, but I don't think that is what makes or breaks it. I think there must be some type of, you gotta be comfortable looking at this person day in, day out. You gotta find something. Even I feel like it's eventually gonna be like the little things, like their dimple, the way they say something. It's the little things, not necessarily like on a scale of 1 to 10 how hot they are, but you eventually, especially if you like that person personality-wise, and what they're doing for you, then it's the little things that I think you get attracted to, at least.
In your person,
yes.
So do you feel like, so it's something that necessarily starts physically, but then ends more of a
I don't think
mental type of
I don't think it starts physically. I think it starts emotionally
Yeah.
and leads
Okay.
physically. I don't think,
That's different.
Yeah, that should start
because I feel
physically
like
with
for
me.
me, I gotta physically.
I gotta be
attracted to you.
infatuated
Yeah.
with you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta
That's
look at
crazy
you
to
and
hear
be
that.
like,
he can't be a
damn,
0 and she can't be a 0, but I'm not
mean-
saying like a 10 and then there's nothing up here, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
no,
the
of course.
personality is what gets you, there's going to be other things that are going to win you over slowly.
But like
That's
some
how I see
people,
it.
they like when there's nothing up there.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I'm
bro.
saying? And I'm being honest because that's, you know, people
they
that
rather
tend to
have eye candy.
manipulate and do shit like that, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't care what you got going up on there. They just want to make sure that when they tell you they at they mama's house, you know what I'm saying? And they've been there for 7-8 hours and they come home with lipstick that you dumb enough to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just and it goes both ways with women too. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Huh?
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say. I mean, I completely agree. Like, well, physical and like attraction, like, you gotta be okay. But I mean, I'm not one to say like my last boyfriend had a whole missing tooth, like front tooth, and I loved him. You know what I'm saying? He had the whole like
Oh,
dad
man.
bod going on. You know what I mean? But his mental stimulation, the way he stimulated my mind and was able to keep up with like my conversation, and you know, he could talk politics to me, he could talk art to me, he could talk all kinds of stuff to me. I can talk to him about music like that. I can't just call people up and be like, hey, what's the sample? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really care how he looked at the end of the day. One of my favorite things about him was rubbing his big old belly, you know, like,
yeah.
and like, so yes, but no, but he was beautiful to me.
Got
know?
you. I feel like to the agree to disagree in a sense of physical will attract you, but your mental and emotional will keep you.
Absolutely.
You know,
That's correct. That's why it's always important to, when you're in a relationship, you got to continue not to just, you have to stimulate their mind continuously. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that in a sense of, you know, you have to keep like their level of interest and how, you know, it's like a deeper bond, I guess. That's how you create that deeper bond, you know, because after a while, like, you know, people might see me for the first time and be like, damn, she's fine as hell. I'm sure as hell, you know, when I walk out and I'm in like boxers and shit, my wife is not like, oh my God,
Yeah.
Yusra. You know what I'm saying? She's probably looking like, if this motherfucker don't go put on some damn clothes,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
No, I
saying?
feel you, I feel
But
you.
it's all, you know, like, so there's different ways you know what I'm saying? You have to stimulate and, you know, you have to keep their mental, you have to have their mind, you know what I'm saying?
Now, my question is, whose responsibility is it to stimulate first? Like, if there's, you know, there has to be some type of chase and fire, I guess, in the relationship. Who basically has to carry on more of the stimulation?
Are
type
you
of thing
talking
mentally?
dating, like
Dating.
beginning? Okay.
Yeah.
Mentally, I mean, it's a two-way street, I would say. But there has to be an interest in just where this probably goes back to physical attraction.
Right.
But then that vibe has to come from both. Like, it just, for example, when I met my boyfriend the first night, it just back and forth. Like that conversation, that spark. It wasn't just him talking or him trying to engage or vice versa. I think, you know, when it's real,
Yeah.
it just, you feel it and it's just back
Flow.
and forth.
Right.
Your flow.
I mean, for me, I'm a very witty person, and like I talk a lot of shit. So you know, it has to be mutual from the gate. Like you have to be able to keep up with me. You know, like it is what it is. And if it's
Ain't
not
for
there,
the weak.
yeah, it ain't for the
Yeah.
weak. That's for sure. It ain't for the weak. But you know, it has to be. It has to be like evenly reciprocated. You know, because otherwise I'm gonna lose interest, and
Everything.
I'm gonna think about the next dude, or I'm gonna think about the ex that, like, dang, I wish he could talk shit.
You're gonna
back.
be like Kelly in the song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like for sure.
Hope everybody watching just heard that. She's gonna be like Kelly in the song.
Streets.
Now, so
Just
what do you
messing.
guys? I mean, we started going into dating. What do you guys? Obviously, we had the guys' response to this, but what do you guys think, or what is considered dating? Like, what is dating? So basically, like this talk. You know, some people start at talking. What is dating? Especially now in San Diego.
I lived in LA, so let me tell you, guys there, that was a headache, a mess, players left and right. I feel from my experience in San Diego, there's a lot of more guys that are ready for a relationship. At least, like, that's who I'm surrounded with my friends, my boyfriend's friends, the guys that I know, they're more settled down in that sense.
Wholesome.
Yes.
Wholesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I ain't ran into that crew yet. I gotta hang out with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're trying to say right now.
I mean,
but
besides
I'm
you my
okay,
most
I'm
wholesome
about to say,
friend,
all right,
man.
just making sure.
Bing bong. No, I'm just messing around.
You see these dogs outside?
Just know I'm upstairs going hard. I always make that shit go backwards, and Yasmin, because she's like, babe, that's not how you say it.
Get it right.
Yeah,
it's
she'd
crazy.
be
How
like,
that's just a classic already. That's just, I'm just saying, bing bong. Go ahead.
What is dating
Yes.
in San Diego?
in general, like.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I just started dating recently, so like, but I can't date guys in San Diego, that's for sure, because they just do regular shit. You know, like, I was actually talking to one of the guys that I'm dating about this, and he was like, you know, girls in San Diego, or just because he's from LA, you know, so he, like he was saying, in San Diego, like girls get easily manipulated or impressed by a bottle at the club, or like, you know, born and raised dinner, something you can Instagram and stuff. But like, you know, that's, to me, that's not dating. Like, and that's another thing too, is like, so I used to work at a big bar here in San Diego, and one of my favorite things to do is people watching the interaction amongst couples, and like nobody even, like the couples, and it's like clockwork. They go in, order their drinks, sit there, wait for, like, they're on the phones, you know, and these are people that are like going there to celebrate anniversaries, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they order their drinks, they stay on their phones, right? The drinks come, they take their little Instagram of the, you know, their phone and or of their drinks, and then they go back to their phones. Like, there's no conversation. Like,
So they lack all the, you know, the emotions
like,
and the
the
vibes.
Yeah, I want to be able to like sit and talk. I want somebody that I can turn my phone around for.
You know, I be catching myself doing that. I feel like that's so normal, because without your phone, it's almost like a lifeline nowadays. And that's why I respect people who practice not, you know, like a couple hours out of the day putting their phone to the side. You know what I'm saying? Because like me and Yasmin, we be, you know, we'll go to dinner or something like that, and I'll get on my phone, and then I'll look up and I'll get annoyed because she's on her phone. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, okay, it's my turn. And then I'll just look at her like this until she feel uncomfortable. She put her phone down.
No, I think that's a very super common thing that I feel like a lot of relationships go through now, like the sense of, or the lack of conversation. I feel like even it all stems from really social media to me.
Yeah.
And, you know, everything's really so instant gratification. You feel like you know somebody so much. So when you get on those dates, it's like you're not asking the questions anymore. What's your favorite color? Or, you know, what do you like to do? Like, nobody really cares about that anymore, or doesn't go to that extent anymore.
It's because like social media has been like, it's like a big advertisement. I know, like, like I see hella dudes like peep me out and like see what I'm posting, you know, and then like when they feel like they like have an in, you know, they'll slide in the DM, and I'm like, my boy, I'm not even like that, you know what I mean? Like, this is all for entertainment, you know what I mean? Like,
you want me to be your Joe Byron? You know what I'm saying?
But you know, like, it's people aren't what they supposed to be, you know, and then
Wait, this is the run back right here. You said people are what they post to be?
Not what they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard. Yeah. Did you mean to say post and like post as in like Instagram posts?
Post and supposed to be, like, you know, like
That's
I can, you know, I've met
Rewind.
people, I've met people that like talk all this high and mighty, and you know, I'm the realest dude on these streets, and
Soft.
bye. You're softer than my tummy. Stop. Bye.
Soft.
You know, like,
So then this is perfect. This is perfect. So let's say you guys as females, right? You got a group of friends. You're the only one in a relationship in your group of friends. Your friends have a reputation and things that they may do or people have seen them do. How do you deal with that in a relationship?
how do I deal with that?
Trust. I feel like, one, it comes down to trust. Like, you and the person you're dating or you're in a relationship with, like, you just have to be solid together, and you need to know your partner. Like, you know that they're not like that just because their friend is like that. And I understand that you are who you're around, but like, that's not always necessarily the case. I'm sure, you know, we have friends that are, you love them to death, but they're not a mirror of you. So
I agree. I mean, I kind of agree in a sense of like, I've seen it a lot where it's like, you know, somebody gets in a relationship and the rest of the friends are not in a relationship, and those type of friends, you know, you're around them so much and you're so used to that lifestyle that when, you know, you're no longer in that lifestyle, it almost becomes like an envious thing or like a hating thing. And I see it a lot in women. And I mean that in a sense of most women's mentalities are like groomed almost to be a wife, whatever they considered a wife. You know what I'm saying? Where men, in a sense, they're more into like dating. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, it's like speed dating with men. You know what I'm saying? Because they just running through what they run through. Right. You know what I'm saying? And women, on the other hand, so I don't know. I guess I kind of agree to that, but I think most of it comes. The only reason why I can kind of like relate is because the envious, like how envious, you know, they can be, and like certain shit that they can do, like, hey, like come out, like, you know, I don't need to be going out 2-3 times a week with you guys no more. I'm in a committed relationship. And what happens when you continuously go out without your partner?
That's what I'm saying. So does that conflict then with your friendship? Like what is more important at that time? Somebody who you've known maybe for years, or somebody you just started dating? Like how do you handle that situation? Because I feel like that happens a lot in relationships, where you do have friends that may get you in something that, listen, I'm not single anymore, but I also just don't know if this dude may hang. Like, who knows? But you guys have been there for me for years. So how do you handle that?
I mean, if it's just about partying and going out, I hope that we have a mature enough relationship for them to understand that I'm just not going to be doing that as much as you'd like me to. We can, you know, go to dinner. Yeah, you know, go to dinner, do other things, like still have our girl time, or even like go out in groups, or, you know, even let's go out with my boyfriend. Let's try it. Let me be your wing girl. Like, let's see what we can do where it's not all about.
Yeah.
Being a hoe.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Once you've given yourself to somebody else, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to complete that whole piece. You know how we were talking about half and half. You're trying to complete that whole piece. I'm sorry, my friends don't matter to me no more. Right. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Right. I'll still be there if they call me and say, hey, sir, I'm on the side of the road, my tire's flat. But you got me fucked up if you think that I'm going to pick my friend over the person that you know what I'm saying, I want to possibly spend the rest of my life with. You know,
absolutely right.
Hell no. Hit the road, Jack.
And don't you come back?
No more.
No more.
Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah. I mean, when it comes down to it, it's really just envy. Like there's just so much envy out there, and when you don't want what's best for somebody, it's envy. And that's what people don't understand. So when you nudging your boy or your girl to like go out and party with you and go kind of like, back to that lifestyle you guys did before, that's envy. You know what I'm saying? They want the downfall. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion.
Some misery loves company type of
exactly.
thing.
It loves it.
Yeah, I mean,
it is, and people see like what they want to see. You know what I'm saying? Like Yasmin always used to tell me like, oh, people seen how you spoiled me. So when we broke up, these bitches thought that you was gonna give that to them.
That they got a chance.
Like, yeah, no, absolutely not. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You might get a drink here or there out of me, but you ain't finna hold me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
it was also hard to answer that question just because I don't have those types of girlfriends. I don't have girlfriends like that in general. Like it's my boyfriend mainly. Yeah. Like you were saying,
that's your best friend.
Yeah, that's my best friend.
That's
for
my
sure.
new best friend.
And it's like when I went to high school in Lebanon, so my partying scene ever since I was like 15. So like been there, done that. I don't care to party anymore. Right. So it's like hard to even think of that type of situation.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys think, because we're moving into that type of element, do you date to marry? Like, is that something you specifically do, or do you see just your circle or people around you do right now?
To marry?
Yes. Do you date to marry?
I don't think I ever want to get married. I date for fun. I'm dating honestly to...
All right, we got a Tommy Alexander on this motherfucker. Right? Tommy was like, fuck no.
No, I'm dating
absolutely
to kind of relearn myself and see what I deserve. Mm-hmm. Because how else am I going to know how men should treat me, or women or whoever I'm dating should treat me, like if I don't experience anything different.
I have a question for you though.
I think I know what you. Go ahead.
It's I understand what you're saying, and you're trying to get like more of an experience. But would you want to marry? Like, would you want to date? Say you're dating someone, and would you want a potential husband? Like, I understand you're.
Of course. I
Okay.
mean, I think that's every little girl's dream, right? Is to have the happily ever after.
So
but
a big dyke walking your way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that right, baby?
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
I mean,
You sure at your front door. Just know my car parked outside. I'm upstairs going hard. You feel me?
Bing bong. I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, yes, but also like, I thought the last person I was with was going to be the person I'd marry, you know, and I invested a lot of time and a lot of feelings and a lot of, like, one thing you talked about last week was like, you know, people kind of set themselves up when they're dating for divorce, right? But like,
She did her homework.
She
did her homework.
Yeah.
you know, like,
Appreciate that.
and like, I fought tooth and nail to keep that relationship.
Literally tooth.
He was toothless, right? Yeah, he was
She
toothless.
had that nigga by the tooth.
I didn't even catch that at first. That's true.
I fought tooth and nail, you know. I fought tooth and nail until it changed, until it took me out of my character, and I did things, you know, that weren't, you know, I did my share of dirt, you know, and I'm willing to admit that, and it didn't make anything right. But like, now looking back, I'm like, do I even want to invest? I'm 38 years old, you know, like 5 more years. 38 Asian don't racing, honey, you know what I'm saying? But,
All right now.
but do I have another 5 years in me to invest and to just be let down again? Like, I don't know. So I'm just going to continue to learn me, to continue to feel like, you know, to learn what I feel like I deserve. And if somebody want to come along and set the bar higher, you know, like, I'm just going to keep doing me. Like,
I also too feel like just by how you kind of phrased that, when you said like let down, am I gonna date to let down? I feel like you're right for not dating right now because you're still healing. You know what I'm saying? By what you said to me personally, how I took it was, you know, you were like, why am I gonna date when I'm just being let down? That should never be your viewpoint on dating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that it is, that just means that, you know, there's healing and stuff like that that you still need to accomplish. And you break your shell, it don't matter. I be telling my mom, I'm like, bro, all your kids are out your house, like, you go do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And she's just in this mindset where she's like trapped. You know what I'm saying? And like, you don't want to get to that point of just being trapped. You know what I'm saying? Like, to where it's like, you know, you're hurt and you expected something out of somebody, because not every person is like that. You know what I'm saying? They might let you can never satisfy somebody 100%.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to let them down one way. It's finding someone that's like, hey, I know I let you down. It won't happen again. And then find something else to let their ass down over. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel like at the end of the day, like, sometimes, you know, to go into that divorce comment from last episode, sometimes we do get into a situation where you do need to let that person go. You've tried everything. There's nothing else you can do. But at the end of the day, I feel like just getting to that fight is different from when you're dating. You know, like when you're dating, I feel like it's just very quick till as soon as you don't like something, you can just be out. Or I feel like the fact that you were in it to try to fight, you can tell your intention was to get married.
yeah.
You know, and I feel like a lot of people, just that step alone, people don't do that. It's so easy to just bounce and be out.
Well, I feel like right now too, especially in this generation, a lot of people lack the knowledge between flight and fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand how crucial that is. You know, I've been in relationships before where their first instinct was to flight, to take off. And my first instinct is like, you know, like, bitch, where are you going? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is so off. And I mean that in a sense. There's times and there's places in a relationship when you go running. You know what I'm saying? And you don't look back. You know what I'm saying? But there's times where, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to stick through it and you got to fight. Ain't no relationship perfect.
It's like when you're waiting in line for a roller coaster, you know, and you're paying a certain amount, and then the whole time in the roller coaster you're bitching about it, of, you know, it's so expensive, it's so expensive. Well, there's certain things that, like, we need to either turn a blind eye to in all relationships, you know, especially with your partner. You just, is this worth it? Is this gonna hinder our growth together? But, you know, they might be sloppy, they might be dirty, they might, whatever it is, but there's certain things that they're never going to change, but we either need to, like, learn how to deal with it, or, but yes, like, that's where it comes, like, are we going to fight for it or fly from it? So
Yeah, of course. So, I mean, that's big for me. And I feel like a lot of people, they have that, and it's so easy to run. It is so easy.
It was way easier.
It's so much
much
easier.
easier.
And I don't mean that in a sense of like, it really is like, it's so much easier to be like, fuck this relationship. I'm done arguing with you. We've been arguing for however long. I'm going to go find somebody that I'm not going to argue with.
Or it's also easier for guys to be like emotionally disconnected, you know what I'm saying? So they don't even have to deal with that. So they don't even have to run. They can just put that little women too. I'm not even going to just say
okay,
guys.
yeah, because I was about to say, I feel like it goes really both ways. And I feel like that's what we talked about a couple episodes ago about, you know, reconstructing what it is to be a man in order to be that vulnerable type of guy and not being scared of what your homeboys are going to say or, you know, what her homegirls are going to say about you just because you shared your feelings or you shared how you felt. And I do feel like that definitely gets downplayed. I think it could be for sure both.
Yeah.
You know, there's females that emotionally get disconnected and the dude's all in it. He's begging for it. He wants to be where, whatever the case may be, and he's not getting anywhere because she's just completely out of it.
But I feel like in a lot of the situation, and like I said, I know it seems like I'm very team women, which I am. Don't get it fucked up. But it's also because majority of the time, that's who I see getting hurt. And you know, so if I see men, you know, in their knees, not eating, drink, you know what I'm saying, crying their eyes out like more consistently than women, that would be. I feel like men are harder to deceive.
Yeah, I'm about to say you're never gonna see that.
Yeah, I mean that, but I'm saying just in general. But let's be realistic. You always gonna cry when you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really the only time you can connect with a female.
Yeah,
is when you act like a female. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that in a sense.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
No. I mean, I don't. Okay, let me rephrase that. When you have emotions, because a man's thing is to not have emotions.
But that's the thing, though.
That's toxic masculinity, though.
Yes. That's the thing, though. It's like where he's saying...
Reconstruct.
Yes. Like, you need to be able to put your guard down and cry and complain and vent and tell us how you're feeling. And it's not just like the woman and the guys are there just listening to us, like, as if they have no, you know, problems, mental issues or anything of that sort, or, you know, past trauma, childhood trauma that they carry on through their adulthood. And then, you know, when they're in a relationship, they don't know how to properly communicate that and communicate how they feel and their problems and their issues. So let's cry.
Now.
Cry, baby, cry.
Yeah.
When is it appropriate to have your relationship on social media? So at what point during dating or whatever stage you want to call intentional dating, is it okay to be social media official?
Let me tell you when I posted my boyfriend for the first time.
What do you guys got while she finds that?
I mean, my personal opinion is that you cannot. Everybody got a story. You can't put a rush on when you post somebody because that's really not your place. But if my significant other is posting me all the time, and let's say she's tagging me and said add to your story, and I don't add it to my story or add it to my close friends with not a legit reason behind it.
Yeah.
That just tells me your intentions, like my intentions would be faulty. You know what I'm saying? And just a little bit off. You know, I'm not ready for somebody to see that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that in a sense of, there's other reasons too. You know, you guys could have got back together and you want to make sure it's where it needs to be before you post it. You know, there could be a lot. I mean, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Me and Yasmin were back together and I didn't post it because I was just like, I want to make sure that we're solid. You know, well, yeah, there was other reasons too, but yeah.
Mine was 8 months in until I posted him on social media, and it was like a story. But I just think it's like when you develop that part of your relationship.
Well, you want to show it all.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when you know, like, okay, I'm ready. But I definitely was hesitant in the beginning because when I was first talking to him, I was talking to other guys too, and I let him know.
That's the next question, so we'll definitely get into that. But go ahead before we go into that one.
I don't know. I mean, now or like, I don't feel a need. Like, I like some things private, you know, like what people don't know they can't ruin.
And it's not because you're hiding it though.
No, no, absolutely not. I'll be the first one.
She thug nasty.
I'll be the first one to tell you, like, yeah, no, I'm not hiding nothing, but I do respect that, you know, like, I don't know, like, and plus I'm not salty, so I don't know what you got going on or whoever I'm dating is going on. Like, I don't know who's watching my stories or his stories, you know, like, I just don't want that mess. And, you know.
So, you had commented on it, and I said I was going to go back to this. If you're dating multiple people, do you tell them about each other? Or at what point do you tell them about each other, if at all?
Honestly, it depends on the person for me. Like I was already talking to someone when I met him, and the guy I was already talking to, I could tell it was nothing like as serious as I hoped it would be. Where then he came in the picture, and he was someone I was seeing more often and, you know, hanging out with more. And from day one, I just let him know, like just seeing his intentions and what he wanted. I was, you know, I let him know that I'm already talking to other guys, and you're just, you know, you're playing it safe and you're keeping the truth. So
Yeah, I don't ever go into details, but like guys always ask me, like, you have a boyfriend? No, but I got options.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, and I'll tell them straight. And it's, you know, like sometimes I do that to kind of like, hey, like, here's the curve, like, take it, you know?
Curves by Ames. Don't forget that.
Curve server, you know what I'm saying? But they like that shit. And I don't like, I don't mean for them to like it, but, and like I said earlier,
They
though,
like the chase.
if you're able to keep up with that and respect that, like, then
but those are guys you're also interested in, at least.
not necessarily.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I just
See, the thing is too is like when Amy's coming from a place, and it's because I know her a little, obviously a lot more than you guys do, but she's coming for a place where she gave her all to somebody and she was let down.
Right.
On numerous occasions. And I'm not trying to put your business on Front Street, but I want them to understand where you coming from. But in that process, he built her stronger so when all these other, you know, men come into her life, they
1,000%.
they can't break her. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the honest truth. So when she's saying things like that, it's not, she's probably one of the most genuine people I know. If anybody I'm looking for soundful advice, I'm calling her because she's going to give me the real. And for me to reach out to somebody and, you know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show her character. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that's kind of coming from. And I don't want it to get confused. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm not a dog.
Yeah, no.
But I love hard.
No, you a dog now. It's okay. We love you. We love you. We love you, sis.
No, but
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
like,
saying?
I have to be
No.
that way. You know, I have to be that way because I love too hard. You know, and
Yeah.
I got to be careful.
And that's fine. Protect
then
yourself.
I get, you know, because then I'll be the one not eating, crying, and doing all that.
Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever put yourself in a position where your wall was so high up that you missed a blessing, as in, you know, a man that really honestly, you know what, he probably could have been what I needed if I didn't have this wall up?
I don't think so. I don't think, because I've like easily checked myself, you know, like, and actually it was recently one of the guys that the only guy that I'm seeing right now, because he set the bar up here, just so you guys know. But, you know, I hooked up with him the first night and I left. You know, I did the do, and I was like, you know, and he didn't tell me until afterwards, like the next time I see him, that he felt some type of way. And I was like, well, number one, I apologize, because that's me fucking with nothing ass dudes. That's making me be like that, you know. But also, you need to be able to communicate with me. Like, if you want me to stay and cuddle with you, cool, we can do that. But otherwise,
She gonna be a big spoon though, player. Don't get
Bing
it fucked
bong.
up. Big ball, Amy in your bed. She the big spoon.
No, but you know, like I'll easily check myself. I haven't closed myself off, it's because I'm aware that the last relationship isn't gonna dictate my next.
But I feel like you're also too, like, you're at a point right now where you're evolving. You know, when you get out of a relationship and you're so used to being loved this way, and then you fall in love with yourself, and, you know, you're evolving, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to cuddle with them, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's your decision. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're
taking care
doing.
of you right now.
Exactly. And that's okay.
But I like that you still recognize the fact that it was because of the prior stuff.
Oh,
that
yeah.
you were so used to it. You're like, you know what, this is not,
Yeah.
I don't even think about the cuddling part. Like, we do
No,
it,
but
I'm
it's
good.
even like other things. Like, there was one time I went out somewhere with a guy, and you know, I've been conditioned messing with these street dudes to not get respect, you know, like, and I remember this particular guy that I went on a date with, it was cold. I had my purse and a jacket, and he went to grab my purse so he could put my jacket on me, you know? And I felt offended, And I was like, damn, like that's what I've been conditioned to accept is a dude that's gonna make me carry my purse. And he had to stop and tell me, like, Amy, it's okay for a man to respect you and treat you like a woman. I'm like, damn, like, you know, it's little things.
And I feel like that's why, you know, you're at a point too, and then the person that you were specifically dating, you know, it was more street. It was like a street love. You know what I'm saying? Where it was, and I don't mean that in a sense because
no, well, absolutely.
Like, I'm not. It was street. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you cold? Oh well. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just from what I've gotten from what you've told me. So I feel like that's, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of like, you know, brings us to like, you know, the next question where it's like, you know, like what makes something toxic, or what makes a relationship toxic, or what defines a person as toxic? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. We see Quasi. We see you. I feel like when you get to the point where somebody's overly obsessed, at a point in which you want to leave, that's when I think it should definitely be labeled toxic. I mean, there's a lot more other things, but I'm saying like something that's like an immediate, like, yeah, that's toxic. Or just somebody that's constantly, I feel like, putting everything on just like the forefront, wants everybody to know, wants everybody to feel the same way that they do.
It's almost like crying wolf.
Yep.
Okay.
But behind, you know, the door, they're the ones praising you the most, or whatever the case may be. I feel like we see that a lot on social media. You see a lot of these couples just recently, a lot of big, you know, celebrity couples that are just breaking up.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you look at them on their social media, we thought everything was perfectly fine. And then you find out all these crazy stories of everything they've done to each other. Yeah. I think situations like that.
So labeling somebody toxic, anybody could be toxic if you guys are not you guys are not on the same type of mindset.
I don't like the word toxic. I mean, I don't like it because I feel like, you know, everybody has different traumas, right? We mentioned that earlier, that, you know, you don't know what they've been through, that they've affected, you know what I'm saying? And it could just be an emotional disconnect, or they don't know how to be loved, you know what I'm saying? And, or whatever it is, you know. I don't like like, I think that it's just a matter of understanding, you know, like,
and kind of like, just to recap on that, like, I know somebody that's toxic, and it's going to sound weird the way I explain it. They're toxic because they bring out people's like unhealed wounds and then turn it around and make it their fault, because in their eyes, they were just trying to heal that person. You know what I'm saying? But does that make sense? Like, I don't know.
They took advantage.
Exactly. Yeah. But they pressed on those wounds and got them to like open up. And then when they had them, you know, open up, you don't know what comes with it. You know, if you remember the time that you were, you know what I'm saying, hurt as a child, or your dad left or anything like that, and somebody comes and makes you relive that, you know, and that's kind of like what that person does. That's, you know what evil. I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I see it, and I've seen it, and this person has been in like 4 relationships in front of my eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm obviously like full distance, like this is just on Instagram, like this is what I see, and it's so mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? And that in my eyes is toxic, because every time that person gets with somebody else, I'm like,
it's the same situation.
Victim. Like, I feel bad for that person. Like, run. You know, some people aren't ready to face their wounds and heal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all done on your own time.
Now, what I want to do is, for the audience that we do have, give you guys 1 minute to ask whatever questions to any of us. We'll all answer. If it's specifically to a person, please ask. We'll go ahead and give you guys 1 minute for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I be watching it, man. And I'm like, I be feeling bad, because like it'll be to a point to where like these people are like, they lose themselves, and she's posting, you know what I'm saying, like them losing themselves, or them admitting to being like traumatized. It's the weirdest shit in the world, and I've never.
Is it like something like the R. Kelly situation, in a sense, like how people say he has those girls? Like, is that how you kind of?
No, it's not even like that. It's individually one person, and you know, like it's the fool of the eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so easy for people that are hurt and not like loving themselves to get
to fall
manipulated.
into that.
You know what I'm saying? So what you do is I'm gonna put it in this sense, like you find the most damaged goods, right? And then you kind of like try to repair it, but you realize like that's not something I can repair. Like it needs to, let's say it's a shoe. I need to take this to a shoe shop and repair it. You know what I'm saying? And she don't take it to the shoe shop. You know what I'm saying? She try to repair it herself, and in the process, it's breaking down. You know what I'm saying? It's just hurting it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Do more damage than.
It's crazy, bro. Like I literally watch it and I'm like, oh my God. And it'd be like 30 stories. And I'm in tune because I just want to know why this bitch is that sick.
We got one question right now. All right, go ahead. Let's see this question.
Oh, Carol, mommy. Dang.
So what are some forever qualities you look for in a partner? Some forever qualities. Loyalty.
Respect.
Respect, for sure.
I feel like trust.
Yes.
Trust is a big one.
Forever qualities.
Yeah.
Faith, but like
Ooh.
faith in
Spiritually? Okay.
because and that's something like I found recently is like I want somebody that has faith as big as mine. Like that. If we're having problems, we can pray about it.
That's a rewind.
That's nice. That's nice.
That's a rewind.
That's a
right
forever
there.
quality that I want. That and that's I mean I think that's even more than that. Like we could be, cold and on the streets, but if you have faith in you and me and God, what more can I ask for?
Yeah, I know. I definitely think I think we said some really solid ones and some different ones. I didn't expect that. I thought we would overlap or something.
I think just to kind of like, I didn't really say anything, but like my forever quality is a good person, like a genuine heart. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to overstep in any type of way. I actually honestly put that above faith. And because if you're a good person at heart, you know what I'm saying, even before the faith, I that's my viewpoint on it. And like I said, that could be
that goes hand in hand though.
Yeah,
because,
it goes hand in hand.
Because
That's
you're
what I was
living in the
gonna say.
light of God, not to get religious or anything, but that's what he wants, right?
Yeah.
We can get religious.
But it is what it is.
religion.
No, that goes together with it.
No, for sure. So that's ultimately like, I like when the person I'm around, like people are like, I love her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I develop, especially people that are close to me, where they're like, develop like love for that person. And you know what I'm saying? I'm at a point like, do you even love me no more? Because she's such a good person. That's what I personally like look for. And I'm not big on religion, so that's why I couldn't really necessarily like relate to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like my motto throughout life is just be a good person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah. So
Do we got one more question? A comment, a good comment, anything? And then we'll go ahead and go to our next little segment for sure. Just a shout out for Jenny. Let's see. Who's the shout out?
Janae.
Definitely picked it up. Mike definitely picked that up.
Mike definitely had it. Thank you,
it's
Matthew.
that time.
Oh,
There's a question.
Let's hear it. Or read
I'm
it.
just bad with names.
Do you choose monogamy or are you looking for a life partner? Shit.
Ooh.
I'm not the one to ask.
Yeah, right. Yasmin throw a shoe at my damn head. Keep me out of this. Oh, my mama.
Definitely choose monogamy, but I do think that in this time of age, the open relationship is starting to really become a thing. Even, never mind, because I'm going to sound like
The
I'm
only
always
thing
on
that's
social
going to be
media.
open is my skull if I try to have an open relationship. That is about it.
Do you feel like it's more common though? I feel like it's a lot more common.
I feel like it's common, but I feel like it's doomsday. Now it's different if you're 45, you guys been married for 20 years,
You need
and
something new.
you know what I'm saying. But homie, if y'all been together for a couple of years, and you talking about an open relationship, you need to go ahead and open that door and walk out.
I think that's
100%.
what ruined my relationship is
wanting an open relationship.
No, is having an open relationship in the beginning.
Oh.
And it wasn't like, and that goes back to like not having that boundary, but when feelings start to get involved, that open relationship goes out the door, and now it's toxic, right? Because it's ping pong, bing bong, whatever you're like,
Bing bong.
it's going back and forth, and now we're taking tabs like, oh, she did this, so I'm gonna do that, or he did that, I'm gonna do this,
Or it's like, when do you stop?
Yeah, like
how do you
when
stop an open relationship? Like, because it's always gonna be one person that don't want to stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't stop no open or let no. Hell no. Ain't shit open. Doors closed. Amen. You know what I'm saying? I love my wife.
Yeah, no.
Make sure you throw that in there.
Hey, go ahead and rewind it, because maybe she'll give me some bing bong. You know what I'm talking about?
All right. We got one more. One more? All right, we'll do it.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Why do people be hot and cold when it's obvious they're into you? Asking for a friend. Those are my homegirls. Those are my best friends.
Why are people hot and cold?
I don't really get that. Like, can you?
Like, why aren't people like assertive in a sense? I'm gonna take it like this. Like, why aren't people basically like either they want to be with you or they don't want to be with you?
Yeah.
I feel like there could be two things. There may be options. Right, so they're trying to weigh out their options. Like, okay, this is something I want to handle. This is something I want to let go of something for this, or they're truly just really indecisive people. And I feel like that's a thing. There's a lot of people that are very indecisive. They don't know the fear of commitment, I should say.
Why are they hot and cold?
I kind of base that off of like when you go to the casino and you get on a. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get on a game, you're playing poker.
Just metaphors.
Here we go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you kind of wait to fill out the dealer? You know what I'm saying? Before you start raising your bets or investing more money on that table. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's how people kind of view the hot and cold, situation. As far as like some people, they go in, they put all their money down. Mm-hmm. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And some people, they go in, they put $5 down. And then they wait until, their money's kind of like, the game's right. And then they start, raising their money. So it's almost like they're investing more into you.
I think one of two things. Either there's a fear of something holding them back, whatever that is, or they still have the just in case. Like, like
the plan B.
Yeah, like I'm not too sure. So I'm not going to go all in yet. Like, some days me and him are good. So some days I'm going to like you less, and some days me and him are bad. And then those days I'm going to be like, what's poppin', like, so, I mean, not that I know, but like, I think it can't be anything other than that.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just talking to a guy who was like that. And I just can't do that. I can't be with someone that's hot and cold. Like, my personality is, I need someone who's all about me. Even if it's giving me, a little at a time, which I can understand that too. But I can't do the whole hot and cold. I can't rock with it.
I ain't anemic. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. What was you about to say?
Oh, no. I had like something I wanted to bring up real fast. It was a quote that I read, and I kind of want them to cap on it, if that's, what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
It says, a man will never cheat if he is well fed, given enough sex, and a peace of mind.
Bullshit.
He'll always cheat.
Okay.
Not
No.
always.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. But those are not the only reasons.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because Justin L.A. boy, he posted this, and
listen, he is the most hated man in the male community.
He's had so many.
In the male community, he's the most hated man. That is completely false. Oh, wait. The statement is true. What your answer was false. I do feel like that's pretty accurate, because a lot of the times if a guy does cheat, which we'll get into a whole different conversation, but if a guy does cheat, it has nothing to do with what the female is offering or what are they doing for them. It's more so the lack of maturity or the lack of what they need to handle themselves that causes them to step out.
Because I mean, I've given my man the green light to cheat. Like, I'll call girls up and be like, yo, like, I'll hold your hair up for you, and he'll still go
nasty.
He'll still go behind my back and do it, like, and I mean, at the end of the day, like, you see the baddest bitches in the world, like Kardashians, they've all got cheated on. You could have everything, money, looks, whatever.
Well, I mean, it's really only been Chloe. And she's not the baddest one.
But I'm saying, these are
bing bong.
Bing bong. That nigga upstairs banging somebody else right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's like.
It's not funny. I feel bad for Shorty.
But let's take the focus off the men too, because a woman can have everything she wants in a man, and she'll still go fuck around.
Yeah.
Because the dude might be too soft.
See, the problem nowadays is women want a thug, educated, soft.
Oh, you want me,
hard.
baby? You want me?
Like, nigga, if you want me, just say that. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for a N-word bit, you know what I'm saying? Just say that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we'll go ahead and do our 1 minute live. All right, so you guys will each go on live for 1 minute, and then whoever loses has to connect. Or since the thing won't go as far, we'll leave it right there. But it would be the hot seat time, and all you have to do is show your craziest DM, craziest picture, craziest anything that we could definitely show.
Okay.
So you guys can go on live as soon as you're ready.
Craziest.
I know. Did y'all see Tyrone get his ass knocked out?
Oh man, he's
Oh
a meme
my God.
for sure. He
How do I
is a
go
meme.
Hey, his
live?
legs was like this.
Let me know when you want to
How
start.
do I do live?
Go ahead and start. You
Wait,
can do,
wait. How do I go online?
you can do
hold
whatever
on.
you need to.
Let me help her. She's older. She ain't been online.
Auntie don't know.
TT don't know. I don't know either. Nigga, you updated your phone?
Don't swipe left.
I will not. I think you have to get out the filters.
Oh, an X here.
Damn, girl, here.
Oh,
Live shit.
there. Okay.
Can you do? Oh, you can do a filter online.
You can actually.
Yeah. I know, but it just wasn't.
Okay, are we on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys go ahead, because I'll start the time.
All right.
Are you guys both on? Go ahead.
Okay.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Who on the live?
Say what's up, guys.
Hey, if anybody got a question too while they're in there, they can definitely ask
Yeah,
that.
if there's any questions popping up there, hit me with your best shot. Yeah, y'all like my vocals, huh? Bing bong. Put me in the studio.
Is that so viral in the little? I'm an island boy.
Oh my God, I can't stand them. Bro, they
I'm
look
in the hot tub, yeah.
okay.
Okay.
I don't ever want to be an island boy. I mean, with them purple.
Hit them with the deal breakers.
20 seconds. 20 seconds left.
Oh, you got a
20
question?
seconds left.
No, they're just all.
How many y'all got? Where y'all at?
I have 15.
I'm at 8.
Boom. And word time.
Whew. Wow. So that means
Bing bong. Do you have anything? You don't have anything.
I got nothing.
I'm a firm believer. She's in a committed relationship. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do
So
that.
it's like default?
Yeah, because there's gonna be some crazy shit, and I'm not trying to send nobody home fighting after this.
Love you, Hassan.
so I gotta.
Yeah, you'll connect right here.
Okay. Damn.
Why you so scared?
Because the names have to be changed to protect the innocent.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna unplug this for the meantime.
What do you want
and
me
then
to
just pull up something? Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like let's. We're trying to see.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't because all my clients' pictures are in here.
No. I'm
Oh,
saying
I'm on my
like,
nudes.
Yeah, nigga, no, we don't watch that.
What do you want?
Like you, I don't know. You got some shit, girl. You make this
Like,
hard. I'm gonna go to
okay.
my DMs.
You know what? Let's see.
Just go ahead. Just get it, baby.
Actually, I'm gonna pull up my best friend's thing because she be sending me some
crazy shit.
just some fucked up shit. Not some fucked up shit, but it's like shit we really talk about. Okay, I can actually. They're like memes, like fucked up.
Yeah,
memes.
that's fine.
Okay, so do I just plug it in?
Yeah, and then you just press allow, and then
Okay, so there's a couple.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, oof, trust, never trust. Enter
Here
device.
we go with her past traumas, subliminally.
Yeah, I hit. It says enter device. So my password.
Yeah. They're all
Okay.
gonna be able to see it though. So make sure.
Okay.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
That's fine. Okay, these are all from my bestie, and it's pretty fucked up because it's pretty true.
Is this still live?
Yeah, it's still
Okay.
live. Yeah.
Yeah, Mom, sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank you, God. Oh, thank you, God.
shit, I gotta
Imagine.
be. I'll embarrass myself. I ain't tripping.
Okay, let's see. Oh, so these are just memes my bestie sends me. Your friend breaks up with her boyfriend. I miss him. Which one?
Oh my.
Wow, you relate to that, huh?
I do. And then this one. Best friends be like, see, but this is how like best friends be like, stop crying about him. He don't care about you. Bitch, I know that's why I'm crying.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I'll embarrass myself too. I ain't tripping.
Oh, here, this is a good one. Asked all 4 of my boyfriends for the same Christmas gift. Returned all 3 of them for cash.
Oh
Bing bong.
my God.
There we go.
That's pretty
That's
funny.
a come up.
I don't know. That's as Roger.
It's funny because you can relate to it.
I can relate. Yeah.
You got a video?
Yeah, I got one. I'll embarrass myself. It ain't
Okay.
Ain't nothing to it. Sydney gonna love me for this one because she's like, I want to post it. And I was like,
Is it
okay.
you singing? Can we talk
bro.
challenge?
It's not popping up.
Oh, well, all right. No, we got it.
Yeah, we good.
Did you hit trust?
Yeah, I trusted it. Yeah. It's just like a video. I'll be doing dumb shit, you guys. Like, I don't know who the hell I think I am sometimes. It's my homegirl, Sydney. And there's me.
Wait, we played that. I looked down at the
Oh no,
wrong
you
time.
missed it.
Come on, bro. Look. Let me zoom into my face. All right, there you go. There you go. I embarrassed myself today.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. If you see me in my drawers, just know I'm in the
Go ahead.
bedroom
So
going hard.
any last minute advice or anything you want to say to anybody?
I have a lot of friends in a certain community or like backgrounds, and they only date their type, thinking that, or the same race as them, thinking that that's what their parents are gonna be okay with. And coming from someone who, you know, religious differences and race differences with my partner, I say go for love. Don't go for what you think your mom and dad want you to be with. Fight for something that you truly want, and don't put a filter on it.
Okay. What you got?
What do we just?
Like
Just any last minute. Yeah.
Any last minute, like here it is.
Actually, that's crazy that you say that because we were talking about that earlier, but that's a good meme I could have put up. Was from a homegirl.
Yeah.
But I completely agree because so she sent me this meme that says sometimes the ones that ain't your type are the ones that change your life and treat you right. And
Bing bong.
Exactly. You know,
Date
You
a white
never know
guy.
unless
It's
you
true.
give someone a chance.
Data what?
No, I'm just playing. I'm just messing around. I'm just
cancel.
messing. I'm just mad. Well, I just
Can
cancel.
you close this out for episode 4?
Episode 4.
Girl Talk.
I appreciate both of you guys showing up.
Thanks for having
Tomorrow, let's go ahead and mention we're gonna actually have the guys and the girls
Yes.
here. That's gonna be completely epic, and I can't. My stomach probably gonna hurt when I leave here tomorrow. So make sure y'all tune in for that. We appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to you guys. You guys are both amazing women. And yeah, this is King Talk episode 4. Let's
Get it.